right, Shalom. All right, we're gonna go ahead and kick this off. Give all honor, praise, and glory to Heavenly Father, name of His Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahagadash Shah.
Wali Yahweh Shemiel Shah, for the Holy Spirit, which allows us to, sit down and do these lessons, hit the highways and hedges, give our diligence to make our calling and election short. Hopefully, tonight's lesson can be something edifying, exhorting, and admonishing to the flock, to the sheep, all right, the lambs of Yahweh Shemiel Shah, and which will be, those of the house of Israel. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone of Israel, and double honors to all the hopefully elect elders, true teachers, and prophets, and those aided in his ministry in truth and sincerity. All right, those slated to be saved and hoping to be saved, which will be none other than the elect, the 1/3 of the Israelite race, according to the Holy Scriptures. All right, which are your so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, West Indians, Seminole Indians, and so-called Afro people scattered abroad. Those of you that have repented and are now back in on the, the truth of the matter, the reality of the matter. All right, and that's who we are and what our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, who people call God, in the name of His Son, who people call Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah, has awaiting for us, expecting us. All right, so shalom. All right, so yeah, man, jumping into it. You see the title of the lesson. It's there's nothing else to see here. There's nothing else to see here in America. Everything's finished. You pretty much did everything. There's nothing else that people can do besides just more abomination. You know what I'm saying? Like, America was once, the land of the free, the home of the brave, the American dream. Pretty much everybody that tasted everything. This place is finished, man. That's why everybody will come here. That's why it's known as the melting pot. And that's prophecy, really, the title that you can go home, because there's nothing else to see here. Only thing left to see is the rest of these prophecies play out. But as far as America hitting the pinnacle and coming with something like the whole America, make America great again, this shit over with, man. This place done ran out of gas. It's like it, bro. But let's kick it off. Jerry, you can get Jeremiah 51:9. Because we done seen everything we need to see here. You had the natives, the Northern Kingdom discover America, get all the goods from it, just to set it up for Esau.
Exactly.
So Esau could set it up for himself and then start his enterprise. You see what I'm saying? Which would be pretty much selling the nations through his witchcraft, which is all these commercials for these different businesses. You know what I'm saying? All this hope. Because that's all these commercials do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They try to show you, make you believe like it's hope. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. That's always come to my head. That's all these commercials be. Real quick, matter of fact. Now you go ahead and kick it off with that.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon.
See, who's the we? That's those that came here. That's Donald Trump.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking they can make America great again, thinking they can turn this country around. You people that thought you could vote. Ain't nothing else to see, man.
Exactly. Said the Obama, you know what I'm saying? Because his whole campaign was hope, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
yeah, it was. Yep, that was his slogan, hope. It was something else too. It was let's look it up real quick. Let's see if we can get his slogan. You got it.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9, it says, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her.
Yeah, you can't. Nothing you people could do. Obama's campaign failed. Trump's campaign, most importantly, failed because he had the campaign that was making America great again. It said he said his slogan was forward, but it was something else. Yep, hope. He had two slogans, but the man who was this on the Washington Post, Obama, the man of many slogans. So it says, real quick, let's get that word slogan. You got it?
God, I get it.
All right, come on. We're going to get that word slogan. Yeah, he got one right here. It says, betting on America.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead. What's the slogan?
All right. Anyway, slogan, thing I want to work with. It says a short and striking or memorable phrase used in advertising.
See, advertising, trying to advertise something. We're going to have to get the word advertise. Go ahead.
A motto associated with a political party,
right,
or movement.
It's a movement, So a slogan is a short what?
A short and striking or memorable phrase.
Just a short phrase, which is to advertise something out.
Right.
To put an idea, to put out a vibration or something like that. Let's get the word advertise real quick.
Advertise.
You got it.
It says describe or draw attention to a product, service, or event.
Trying to draw people. So pretty much they were trying to draw people's attention to whatever the phrase was, whatever the vibration was, which he has. All right. So go ahead, which he had. Right. Many of these presidents come with slogans. So it says Obama, the man of many slogans. This is from July 10th, 2012 by a man named Aaron Blake. It says Obama, Biden, betting on America, BarackObama.com. He had betting on America as his slogan. See that? You can be forgiven if you didn't. Let's go down. Here's a sampling of ones we've seen so far. Did we miss any? Matter of fact, I'm going to start right here. It says, but the man who was so defined by two slogans in his 2008 campaign, hope, and this was what I was thinking about, and change we can believe in, has yet to really strike slogan gold this time around. Here's a sampling of the ones we've seen so far. Did we miss any? Forward was an official slogan. Greater Together is a youth vote initiative. Betting on America, his new bus tour. We Don't Quit. Speech theme, Winning the Future from 2011. And so these people, they a joke, man. Y'all, he failed, man. Ain't nothing else to see here. You done seen all your so-called black leaders, rulers rise to, goddamn stardom and have the same demise, because all of them will be Israelites who go about establishing their own righteousness, not by the Lord, which ain't gonna stand, because the Lord, he the only one that stands. All right, so you can go ahead and bring that back out, bro.
God, this is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed."
See. They would have did it if they could have. If you could have let Obama do it, you'd have let, like Martin Luther King thought he could do it. He figured out last minute he couldn't.
Exactly.
You go into the statement that the Dr. King made before he was assassinated, was he felt like he believed he may have integrated his people into a burning house, man. He knew this place is on his way out. He knew it. That's what he was saying. And then in his previous sermons, because he was a preacher, so-called preacher, he would say what? He would say, he would talk about the promised land, man, which go into the title. You know, we can go home now. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that happened here that, you know what I'm saying, like, ain't nothing else to build for the so-called white man besides push this damn chip, and that's it, man. This damn vaccine shit is just a waste of time. All it's doing is really truly got to be the disease, man. Because it's not the RFID, it's not the mark of the beast. It's a whole lot like it. If they got the damn chip in the damn thing, that's a whole nother thing. But the mark of the beast is the chip, you know. So time will tell, man. Time gonna tell what the fuck really going on with this stuff. But ain't nothing else to see. You know, they ain't talking about nothing else. They not pushing nothing else. You know, ain't no more fighting power with America. They just got hold in Afghanistan.
Exactly.
It's done, man. Ain't nothing but more hurricanes coming. We done seen that. Like, yeah, they're getting worse.
Exactly.
The evils all they doing is increasing. This orphans is gonna have wiped this place out. It's done. It's played out, man. The women played. Everybody played out, man. It ain't no sloppy, bro.
No, I said everybody is gonna say, you know, they didn't even put somebody in the position of, you know, head of state, you know, the president that was even worth, you know, the while. Like, you know, Trump was a controversial topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kept things going. Yeah. Biden like a dead drum. Like, they not getting nothing out of him, man.
Yep.
And they can't, you know.
Yeah, Trump wasn't even a dang
politician.
Yeah, he wasn't even a politician. You know, Trump was just a businessman. You know, born with a golden spoon in his mouth. All right, you got it, bro.
God. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9, it says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed."
So you left it up to Jake. Jake would have healed Babylon, man. Real quick, get that in Lamentations 4. I want to say 4 and 8. Might be 7. You know, 4 and 17. Yep.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "As for us,
yep,
our eyes are yet filled.
See? As for us, because Jake doesn't realize, sellout Jakes don't even realize. Niggas starting to realize, like, yo, this thing over with. You know? We got more people coming up, humbly listening, bowing and asking us, telling us what to talk about and all of this. That's how you know, man. This play's done. Go ahead, bro.
As for us, our eyes as yet filled for our vain hope.
Yeah, your eyes is synonymous with desires. Desires is hoping. You see what I'm saying? You know, the scriptures talk about that. They say that, matter of fact, hold that real quick. You know, because we got to go into that. It says, he said, our eyes have yet filled. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord said Jake would trust in the oppression and it would be their downfall. It would bite them in the tail. So real quick, let's go here real quick. You can get the, what's that? Proverbs, apple of my eye. Because that's what, you know, eyes. The eye is synonymous with desires, and desires are hope. Ultimately,
bring it up.
Yeah, you got it.
Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 2. "Keep my commandments and live, in my law as the apple of thine eye."
One more time.
Proverbs chapter 7 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
"Keep my commandments and live, in my law as the apple of thine eye."
Of thine what?
Of thine eye.
You see, the apple went into desires. Because when you go back to Genesis, you can drop that. Go ahead and jump. Yep. We're going to what? Genesis 3. Matter of fact, Genesis 2. Genesis 2, start at like I want to say like 3, maybe 4. That's a good start point. Basically, when the conversation kicked off. It might be 3 at the top. Yeah, it's 3 at the top.
This is Genesis chapter 3, in verse 1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yeah, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of the tree of the garden?
Mm-hmm.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden."
Now, when you ultimately go into this, that eating is going into what? Desires. Because real quick, if you can jump to Job 12 and 11. The eating is synonymous with desire. Now, ultimately, it wasn't an actual fruit. You see what I'm saying? It was what? Words, right? So, go ahead.
This is Job chapter 12 and verse 11. It says, "Does not the ear try words?
Do not the what?
Does not the ear
Do what?
try words?"
Now, your ear listens to, it takes in sound. You see what I'm saying? And the main sound that the ear deals with, obviously, is words. So the ear tries words. So the words is like, edible. Words are edible. Like they say, food for thought. Go ahead.
And the mouth tastes his meat.
Yeah, and the mouth tastes his meat. Come on. That's it.
Come on.
All right, you can jump back.
Come on. This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman said unto the serpent,
Mm-hmm.
We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you go into that, that's her taking it in her mind, taking it in through her ear, her ear trying out what he's saying, and then you breaking it down in your mind. Now, when you go into the word mind, it don't just slocky the word heart in the Hebrew. It don't just mean. Matter of fact, get that in. We're gonna get the word, the definition on it. Get that in Jeremiah 17 and 10. Because you go in through your ear, but then your mouth, it's like your mind break it down, right? Which is called the heart in the Bible, but the word originally there is the word la. And we're gonna get what that word means.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can read the scripture.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart.
Yep. Search the what?
The heart.
Yep.
I try the reins.
Yep. Now we know the serpent is a so-called white man. Reincarnated, basically. Right? Now, what's said about so-called white man? He want to be like God. See that? Now read that one time, Bible.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 10. I, the Lord, search the heart.
See? He said he gonna be like God. Mm-hmm. So the Lord, he searches the heart. He deals with the heart. Go ahead.
I try the reins.
Yep.
Even to give every man according to his ways.
And the what?
And according to the fruit.
The what?
The fruit.
Yep.
Of his doings.
Now go ahead and bring that word Yep. Heart out.
So the word heart in Hebrew is lav.
Mm-hmm.
Then it goes into the inner man, the mind,
yep,
your will,
keep going,
your heart, your understanding.
Get to the point.
Kind. So mind,
keep
knowledge, going. Thinking, reflection.
What else?
Your conscience.
What else?
Your seat of appetites.
There you go. See that? So your mind, she was eating. Now, jump back to Proverbs 7:2 real quick.
Okay. It's Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 2.
Yep.
It says, keep my commandments and live.
And do what?
And keep my commandments and live.
Come on.
in my law as the apple of thine eye.
See that? So that apple, that eye going into desire, but that apple, pretty much he compared the law to, food. You don't just look, you take the law in here. That's why it say does not the ear try words. You see what I'm saying? And then eventually it goes to the mind. You see, for you to comprehend something, you gotta hear, you gotta taste it first, you gotta try it first. You see what I'm saying? Which is through the ear. And then ultimately when you breaking it down, which would be like the stomach, that will go into your heart, your mind. Which is why I say what? I see the appetites. That's what your mind could be. Your heart could be is to see the appetite. And the appetite ultimately, let's get the meaning for appetite real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So appetite.
Yep.
It says a natural desire.
Oh, what?
A natural desire.
That's it, man. See that? So your desires is up here, man. So when he said set your eye is synonymous with desires. See that? The law is synonymous with desires. So that fruit, you see them, because what? You got to take the law in here, but then it eventually get to the heart, which is where to see the appetites is, which ultimately are things you desire, man. So ultimately, she was just trying things that she desired. You see what I'm saying? And the devil, the so-called white man, the serpent, then he was just offering things, desirable things. That's why I say in be not. Matter of fact, get that real quick, bro. Proverbs 22, and I want to say 3.
Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3.
Yep.
A prudent man.
Jump to 1. I want to say set. Thou sit with a king. Is that it?
No, that's not it.
20 verse 2.
No, that's not it.
It's not in that chapter. Verse 4, verse 5.
No, it's not one of the earliest.
What chapter you in?
22.
Jump to 23. That's it. 23 at the top. Should be like 1 or 2.
Yeah, that's it.
Come on.
23 Proverbs chapter 23 and 1. It says, "When thou sittest to eat with a ruler."
When who?
When thou
do what?
Sittest
to do what?
To eat.
See?
With a ruler.
See? Come on. Now, what is that really talking about? Manifold is talking about breaking, talking.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, "Consider diligently
what
is before thee."
See? Because go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
It's gonna say it's more.
It says, verse 2, it says, "And put a knife to thy throat."
Come on.
"If thou be a man."
Given to what?
Given to appetite.
Desires, man. You see that? Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, "Be not desirous of his dainties."
See? That's the serpent. It's the same trick. You see what I'm saying? It's the same trick. That's why go back to the beginning of what we started off talking about. What? All these commercials is just things you desire.
Exactly.
You see them? Desirous things. This is just goddamn witchcraft, man. So really, that's all that was going on. So we can jump back to Genesis. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, say that often. The devil works off your impulses, man.
Exactly. Yeah, I got something too real quick. This Wisdom of Solomon. (6 and 11). Wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them. That's all it was. Those fruits was dealing. That fruit was dealing with words, man. A certain doctrine, certain things that sounded. He said, you could be a star. You could. You know what I'm saying? You could just, I can make you bigger than life. Those was things that, the devil always sold, and that's the things ultimately fast forward this place through the so-called white man has sold to people. But everybody done seen it's played out now. You eat something too long, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even into it no more. He done sold everybody through this desire. So the desires is ultimately is that fruit is synonymous with is a desire. That's why he said, "Keep my laws, the apple of thine eye," going into fruit, and fruit being synonymous with what? Desires or appetites. You gotta have an appetite for fruit. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Certain fruits at that. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 1.
Shalom, Aki.
God. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field,
Yep.
which the Lord God hath made." And he said,
because he knew what was going on, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto the woman,
Yep.
Yeah, hath God said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
Yeah, he's a salesman. Subtle, going into the same trait Esau got, which is that cunning.
Yeah.
Craftiness, know how to get something done. You know what I'm saying? You can sell, this nigga can sell a damn duck on a mating call, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 2, it says, And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Yep. See? The fruit of the trees. And what the going into what? Some matter of fact, grab that real quick. Isaiah 57 and 19. Really, because that's all America's been doing is selling people. Through crafting these damn commercials together. Kraft macaroni, you know what I'm saying? Kraft the brand, Kraft cheese. I love cheese.
It's fake.
Man. That's it, bro. You got it.
Isaiah 57 and verse 19. I create the fruit of the lips.
See? There it is. That's it. So when he say, you could jump back real quick. We drop that too. So he said he created the fruit of the lips. And what does that say again, Genesis? She said what? Same verse.
And the woman said unto the serpent, this is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit.
We may do what?
We may eat of the fruit.
AKA try the words.
Exactly.
Certain desires. Go ahead.
Of the trees.
Of the what?
Of the trees.
What?
Of the garden.
You see, the trees of the garden. Going into men, particular men that's selling you certain desirable things. Because they only going to give you things, righteous things to desire. Because there's nothing wrong with having desires. So the Lord made us with desires. You see what I'm saying? And the devil know that. But everything isn't to be desired. You see what I'm saying? The only thing that's supposed to be desired is this word, man. And what's written in the word, because that's what those trees is going into. When you go to, Mark, the 8th chapter, man, it tell you, the men is compared to trees. We ain't got to get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, we don't got to get it. This Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 13, she prevented them that desire her. Slocky. 6 and 11. Wherefore set your affection, Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 11. Wherefore set your affection upon my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. See that? These trees was men that's going to instruct you. You see what I'm saying? And who's those men? Those men was the sons of God. You see what I'm saying? Just like now. Don't want actual trees. All right? You got it, bro.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 3. But the fruit of the tree, which is in the midst, I'll go back to verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Meaning buy. You know what I'm saying? Buy into. Take in. Consider. Go ahead.
It says, but of the fruits of the tree, which is in the midst of the garden.
Go ahead.
God hath said, ye shall not eat of it.
That's that same garden. This is the same tree. If you could jump to Isaiah 60 real quick, 66, and jump to verse 17, I want to say. It's that same It's that same damn tree that was never to be eaten of. Go ahead. And Jake ate of. You know, Jake will see the like how the scriptures say, look not on the wine while it is red. You see what I'm saying? You see this glorious looking fruit. You see what I'm saying? But it ain't really no good for you, man. It's poison. Like, that's the spirit, because you go outside and you see a lot of trees that look like they got fruit over them, and a lot of those things poison. You know what I'm saying? You can't make that up. You got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17. It says, they that sanctify themselves.
They who?
They.
Come on.
That sanctify themselves.
Those that will try to make America great or holy. Those Israelites that have departed from the Lord, like Eve. You see what I'm saying? Saying we are God. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Oh my goodness. Man, we gotta get that, man. Let's grab that. That's crazy. Man. Man. Hold on. You gotta read that one time, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17. It says, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens.
You see, they purify themselves, man. That's this. Matter of fact, you gotta. But just go ahead, because we're gonna have to read it again.
Isaiah chapter 66 verse 17.
Man.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst.
That same tree in the what?
In the midst.
There it is. All the way in Isaiah. That's the middle of the book. They. So it's more, that's the same one tree. Obviously, it was a they then.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because who would the they be? People. Now we just understood that the tree not actually trees, they men. Go ahead.
It says, I'm going to just read it from the top. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
See? Going about, that's Jake. Now, so-called white man tell them it's okay to get the vaccine, they get it. They can, or the law done away with, they eat pork.
Exactly.
That's that one mint, that's that one tree in the midst. You know what I'm saying? Which is what? It's really, that's a damn pole put with a pastor, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that tree in the middle. Giving you fruit. You see what I'm saying? But it's bad fruit. Giving you desirous things, shit you want to hear. All he's doing is passing on the shit Esau selling to everybody. You see what I'm saying? That's it. And you got the people around. It's like a garden. Because you got to remember, everybody compared to plants, trees, olive trees, jade. You see what I'm saying? And when you house that, that's a garden. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the scripture. It says, damn, man, I'm trying to think of the scripture. When people say, you got to read that one.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination, and the mouse.
Yeah, the stuff you're not supposed to do. See that? Go ahead and jump back to Genesis.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Man.
But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden,
man,
God hath said, ye shall not eat of it.
See? That's that. Go ahead.
Neither shall ye touch it.
See? Because that's abominable. It's abominable. Go ahead.
Lest ye die.
You see? It's poison, man. Go ahead.
And the serpent,
the so-called white man, come on,
said unto the woman.
See? Said. It was a conversation. That's all it was. Snakes don't talk, man. Come on.
Ye shall not surely die.
See? This nigga lied, man. Go ahead.
verse 5, it says, for God doth know.
See, now he started selling them. He getting crafty. He's subtile now.
Exactly.
You see, that's a damn commercial he ran it, man. A damn advertisement. Like he gave her ass a slogan. Go ahead.
For God doth know that in the day he eat thereof.
Ooh, this sound good, right? This sound hella good.
Look, then your eyes shall be opened.
See?
Man. And ye shall be as gods,
Yeah.
knowing good and evil.
He's gonna make you bigger than life.
Exactly.
That's that Hollywood shit, man.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you. He gonna be a star. Matter of fact, jump back. We gotta read that Isaiah again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17.
See, because all it's been about is the devil selling the same shit forever. Shit played out now. That's America. That's the whole point. All right, you got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 66 and 17, it says,
because this tell you that shit played out. Man. It's done already. It's the same tree, man. It's over with. That's why the Lord said, how long, you simple ones, when you love sin, how long? How long? This shit go all the way back to the garden, man. That's what that's talking about. Go ahead.
Man. It says, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves,
man,
in the gardens behind one tree in the midst.
Because you got multiple men compared to trees. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was a serpent, but when they show you the garden, it always show you the serpent on the tree. You see what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
Yeah. It says, eating swine's flesh,
yep,
and the abomination,
what?
And the mouse,
what?
Shall be consumed together.
See, it's already written. This shit played out already, man. Because remember, the first time this happened, he just cursed him. Now he back speaking on it again because it's still going on. This serpent's still alive. The lineage is still alive, but Eve and Adam, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit going on, man. It's played the fuck out now in the heavens. The Lord like, all right, this the decree now. He said what? He said you're gonna be consumed together. You're gonna be consumed. Didn't he address them together? He addressed the serpent and he addressed Eve together. And Adam got his. You see? But now he's saying it's the same people. He said that they, right, that's still in the midst of this garden. Where this tree, the same tree, going back to that word midst, is in the middle at, where it looked to be the best, you know what I'm saying? Like basically the heart of it. That tree is in the heart of flourishing. You see what I'm saying? So he appears. Because the garden is nothing but flourishing. That's all it represents. But he said what? He said this, he told him then, he said, I'm gonna curse your seed, and I'm gonna, your seed gonna have enmity against his seed. You see what I'm saying? But now, shit's still going on. He's still selling mugs. It's played the fuck out now. It's over with now. You're like, you can consume them together. It's done. I've seen it all. It done happened. We done seen the garden and Eve all over again, man. It's over with. We know the judgment. We know how that story goes. And look, through her we all die. A lot of you Jakes on y'all way out because of this. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, if you can read that one more time, bro, and then we're gonna go back to that lamentation. Cause that's what we're going into.
Isaiah.
Yeah, come on.
Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17. It says, they that sanctify themselves,
yep,
and purify themselves,
yep,
in the gardens.
Those are what? Jakes that turn on the Lord through what the so-called white man has sold them. You sell your soul with something the Lord gave you for something the damn devil promised you, sold to you, made desirous. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Jeremiah 2:31. Old generation, see ye the word of the Lord Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel? He said, have I been a wilderness? He said he is the garden, man. Ain't a wilderness, what's the difference between a wilderness and a garden? A garden is maintenance. It's beautiful. It's made beautiful. It's worked on. It's completely flourishing. You see, it's nourishment. It's all type of uses and purposes of the different plants found there. You see, it's clean air. You see, but a wilderness is a desolate place. It's been uncultivated, man. A garden is cultivated. It says, he said, have I been a wilderness unto Israel? Thus showing you this, go back to the garden, man. You see that? Thus showing you that Eve and Adam those were the chosen people. You see that? Why is he talking to Israel like this? As if he's talking to, Adam and Eve. You see what I'm saying? If it was only one man and one woman on earth. No, it was only one man and one woman on earth that the Lord was dealing with. You see? The Lord was with. So he said, have I been a wilderness unto Israel? See how the thing continued? You left the garden to go to a wilderness. You see? Because look, you forsook the Lord, man. They tell you that in Jeremiah 2. He said, my people have committed 2 evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of the living waters, man. And healing them all sisters, broken sisters that can hold no water, man. You left a fountain, man. Only to go to desolation. Once you leave it, obviously, you see what I'm saying? You left a garden. Only to, from that point on, since the moment we left the garden, we was in the wilderness. We're in the wilderness right now. But anyways, not my point. Old generation, see ye the word of the Lord Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are lords. You see that? We will come no more unto thee. You see, that's a question. He said, wherefore say my people, we are lords. We will come no more unto thee. See that? That's what that's saying. That's the same link up. If you can read that one time, brother.
God. This Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17. It says, they that sanctify themselves,
see,
and purify themselves.
See, that's that, man. He said, wherefore say my people, we are lords, we will come no more unto thee. That's like you can sanctify yourself. That's what that's saying. That's this. Notice we in Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. Lord showing pieces of what's going on at different times. This is in the 2nd chapter. No, he is in Isaiah. You in Isaiah 66. You see that? So that make that prove the point even more. Lord throwing pieces and hints out and tips like, yo, you see that? So, but why? Why? We know why. The Lord done revealed it. Because the damn devil, so-called white man, has soul mugs. You see what I'm saying? On just do these slogans, advertisements, damn, you know what I'm saying? You like women, I can give you. You like money, I can get. Man, we done seen it all, devil. You know what I'm saying? You making fake meat, fake women now, fake. You know what I'm saying? Trying to flip men. Nigga went from the NBA to the Big 3. Y'all done. This place is done. Ice Cube drafting people. Exactly. Man, shit a joke, bro. It's a joke. You got it, bro. That's basically that, though. You know? Matter of fact, let's go ahead and jump back to Lamentations. Barbershop. Lamentations 4. Yep. 4 and 17.
This Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17.
Right.
It says, and for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain hope. In our watching, we have watched.
Our eyes have failed. Meaning those desires have faded away. Those desires didn't come true. You see what I'm saying? Because there was nothing wrong with having desires. Matter of fact, if you can get that real quick, get that in Psalms 37 and 4. The Lord gave us desires. He had desires, man. You see that? You got it, bro.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 4, it says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
We just posted that, bro. We brought that scripture out. You got it. It's locked.
Psalms 37 and verse 4, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
Who gonna give it to you?
And he
Come on.
shall give thee the desires of thine heart.
But see, the so-called white man, he want to be like God. That's all this American shit has been about. And it's all it's clearly being about. This nigga literally proving these scriptures to be true. He said, I would be like, real quick, get that in Isaiah 14. You can drop what you just had. Isaiah 14 and what I want to say 10, might be 13.
Yeah, it's like that. This is Isaiah chapter 14.
I can start at 10 or 13.
I started verse 13.
Yep.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer,
See,
son of the morning?
this place done fell off, man. This place done. Why? Because it don't wax old. It's done. The decree is written. You done did everything you can do. You done sold everything you can sell. That's how he fought. That's how he failed ultimately. He just went on to manifest the fall. This is when he goes on to manifest the fall. You know that he ain't got no more to sell. He go on and ain't no more putting out UFO documentaries or nothing. He go on and take them on. You see what I'm saying? And his ass shout out this guy, man. But you fell off before that, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You kept this thing up long enough, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground?
Who?
How art thou
What?
cut down?
Oh my goodness.
Man, cut down to the ground.
That sounds like a tree. You see that? That's that same tree. And he only said thou. Just like he only said one tree. Real quick. Matter of fact, go ahead and finish that.
It says, how art thou cut down to the ground?
Yep.
Which didst weaken the nation.
Yeah, ultimately, let's go ahead and go into it real quick. Get Hosea 6 and 5. You know? How is they cut down to the ground? Because really, we done brought it out and exposed this place, man. And you got whistleblowers everywhere. This place done, man. That's how you cut down to the ground. How do you fell off? How you not able to sell people no more on the lies? Go ahead.
Hosea 6 and 5, it says, therefore have I hewed them by the prophets.
Ooh, see? So we bringing this word out, man. We selling now. Real quick, get that. You can finish.
It says, I have slain them by the words of my mouth.
That's it, man. Get Baba Kashad. Let's get Matthew 25. Jump straight to the point. Go into them that buy, that sell. You can start at probably like 4, 25 and 4.
God.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
You said going to them that buy.
You start like 4.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 4, it says, but the wise took oil in their vessels.
See, the wise took oil in their vessels, okay,
with their lamps.
Yep.
While the bridegroom tarried.
That's right.
They all slumbered and slept.
Come on.
And at midnight there was a cry made,
okay.
Behold.
At midnight, when things is over with, come on.
God, behold, the bridegroom cometh.
The manifestations of things being over, coming is what that is. Come on.
Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
Because the shit over with now is manifesting. See, that's why he said the end is manifest. That's it. It's already the end already here. It's already declared.
Exactly.
It's manifesting now. The Lord said he declared the end from the beginning. This shit been over with. You know what I'm saying? It's like it, brother.
Account 12, it says then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps.
Mm-hmm. They got right. You know, they went harder because the Lord was on his way. Because when you trim the lamp, it make it burn cleaner and stronger and better. You see, brighter. Go ahead.
It says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us your oil.
Yeah, come on.
For our lamps are going out.
You see, obviously these men have abundance of oil, like they said. See that?
Exactly.
Come on.
It says, but the wise answered, saying, not so.
Come on.
Lest there be not enough for us and you.
Yeah, but we got for us right now. We done. Come on.
But go ye rather to them that sell.
Ooh, see that? We selling. So that's why you're not able to sell no more. You're done. You can't sell people no more because we sell, man. The Lord said, buy of me gold tried in the fire. Well, who will sell it? Who's selling it? You see that? Buy into the men that he's putting through the furnace, man. You see what I'm saying? Buy into what they tell you. That's how you buy the gold tried in the fire. Because those men is men, that gold is men, the precious sons of Zion, that's been put through the fire, man. The elect in 1/3. That's who you buy. That's how you buy gold, man. You know, and then the gold also, which is the same thing, it's synonymous with just the word itself. But that's what they pushing. So you buy, you could buy into the word ultimately through the men, but the point is buying into the word. You know what I'm saying? Which they have, which is why they like gold, man. All right. So that's that. And I believe it explained that in Psalms 19, the 19th chapter, right? I want to say like 8 through 10, you know, but we ain't gotta get it. So let's jump back to go in reverse. We went Matthew. Before that, we went Hosea. Before we went there, we went
Lamentation.
Was that it?
Isaiah 14.
Yeah, that was it. When we going into how he Satan.
Exactly.
Yep. How he think he the Most High. Come on.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13. It says, "For thou hast said," when we started on 13, it says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?"
We just showed you. Come on.
Exactly. Son of the morning.
Go ahead.
How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
See? Now, how did he weak the nations? You see what I'm saying? If you can get Nahum, matter of fact, go ahead and finish that.
Verse 13 will get
the
verse 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God."
He said, how far?
Above.
Come on.
The stars of God.
Man. Come on.
I will sit also upon the mountain.
He said he's gonna do all this. He thought all this, man. Ain't crazy. You got it.
"I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High."
Who's gonna be like the Most High?
I will be like the Most High.
See, he would be like God, man. You know. All right. So that's that. Now he said, "How you cut down, thou that didst weaken the nations." Let's go ahead and get into that. Hold Nahum 3, and let's go back to Lamentations 4 and 17. Nahum 3 and 4. You know, and we're gonna start closing it down. Yep.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain hopes."
Yeah, see? Because he failed. Woo! Read that again. That's crazy. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed.
That's the 2/3 that turned on the Lord, sanctifying themselves in the midst, in the garden, in the midst of one tree. Eating swine flesh, saying they want to do, turning on the Lord like he a wilderness, saying we Lord, so ain't not seeking him no more. You see what I'm saying? Read that one time, Salaki.
Lamentations 4 and 17. "As for us, our eyes are yet failed for our vain hope."
See, not everybody. That's for us. Come on. That's the 2/3 thing. Come on.
"In our watching."
Yep. And then your eyes fail, man. You know, now we know that going to fail, F-A-I-L,
right?
But it's a play on words, man. You see what I'm saying? It's a play on words. That's why I ain't gonna die, is it? But it's a play on words. All right. Your desires, with them eyes going into your treasures. See that? That's Matthew 6. Same thing. Treasures, desires, all the same thing. Who don't desire treasure? You know? Everybody desires something. Whether it's actual treasure or not, it don't matter. That's what they desire. You see what I'm saying? It's the desires of, you know, beauty in the eye of the beholder, as they say.
It's like that Nas song. He said everybody's looking for something.
Yeah, exactly. And you look for what? Treasure. So wherever your eye is, that's wherever wherever you treasure, that's where your eye will be also. Your heart will be also going into eye and all that. But anyway, he says, as for our vain help, the Lord said, they saying, as for our vain help, I got it. Go ahead.
Lamentations 4 and 17. "As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain.
Yeah, they failed. Because really it's the same fail. Really failed, F-A-I-L and F-E-L-L is the same. It really mean the same thing.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. So it failed because he failed because the man that was giving you the desires and selling you the desires, he failed. They came to an end. So now your shit done failed, man. Go ahead.
It says
that's those broken systems that can hold no water.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
It says in our watching, Salakia.
Yep.
It says we have watched for a nation.
Wait, what?
For a nation.
Yeah, man. See that? America, man. Come on.
For a nation that could not save us.
See? You trying to listen to the serpent and this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Lord finna make him go on his belly, you know? Like Nebuchadnezzar. You can see that? So that's it. Vain help. Matter of fact, get that real quick in Isaiah. Isaiah, I want to say Isaiah 30, and then we're going to go into that Nahum, and then we're going to close out, Lord willing. Isaiah, damn, whoa.
31.
Yeah, kind.
Isaiah chapter,
make sure that's the right one. You go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children
That do what?
saith the Lord, that take counsel.
No, it ain't that. 31.
Chapter
Chapter 31.
Go down to Egypt.
Yeah, kind.
Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help.
See? Going into America, come on. And then going into the they that sanctify themselves, the us that watch for vain help. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and stay on horses.
Yep.
And trust in chariots.
Yep. See, all desirable things. Come on.
Because they are many.
Desirable things. Come on.
And in horsemen.
Yep.
Because they are very strong.
Come on.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel.
See? Forsaking the Lord. Sanctifying themselves. You see what I'm saying? Saying we are lords. Go ahead, bro.
It says, neither seek the Lord.
See? Come on. Saying we are lords. Come on.
It says, yet he also
you want something done, you gotta get it done yourself. You gotta be a business entrepreneur. You gotta get up and work. You gotta work hard. You gotta do this, do that. Well, we have seen all you entrepreneurs come and go. Mom and pop, this shit's done. It's played out. You know, the Jake-owned business is played the fuck out, man. You could be somebody. You know what I'm saying? That shit is played out. It's washed. It's washed. It's over with. It's done. We here just surviving, trying to reach lucky. We here same thing, but we here just same thing. We're here just enduring. That's it, man. All that shit to be called, that job done, man. Ain't no more trips to Cancun, spring break, BET ain't pop. That shit, everything done, man. Ain't no more pay less. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more none of that, man. Kmart is done. Happy Meals done. What else? You know? The damn game played the hell out.
Blockbuster.
Yeah. Shit's done, man. Lord been showing you this shit was closing, man. This place done. All the miracles done. It's over with. Chemotherapy played the hell out, man. You're done. You got it, bro. Goddamn bowling, you know what I'm saying? Now you got your pastimes or whatever, but that shit done. We done did everything. This place over with. It can't offer you nothing else, man. Here we have no continuous city where we seek one to come, man.
Right. America out of this prime, man.
Well past. They tell you that second Ezra, the 14th chapter. For the world has lost its youth, man. And the times begin to wax old. Shit played out, man. This place done. All right? The evil is on, but the destruction has yet come. And we seeing the destruction. You know? This goddamn Hurricane Katrina 2, the sequel going on right now, man. You know? The final sequel. That's a lesson. You got it?
Get this Isaiah 31 again and get to the name.
No, that's it. Keep going.
One more time. Yep. Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, it says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help."
Come on.
And
See, for help. As our eyes, our eyes has failed for our vain help. Why? Because the help that you looking to was through, the things that the so-called white man can sell you on. Because the scriptures tell us in what Proverbs to say, many seek the king's favor. You see what I'm saying? Every man is friend to him that giveth gifts. Tell you that in Proverbs the 9th chapter, 19th chapter, and it tell you, many seeketh the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment come on the Lord. It tell you that in Proverbs 29 and 26, from the 29th chapter. What you got it, bro?
Isaiah 31 and 1, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots."
Come on.
Because they are many.
Come on.
And in horsemen.
Not knowing what, that's what, it's woe unto you if you trust in all that. Because the Lord said a sword is upon all those things. I tell you that in Jeremiah the 51st chapter. A sword is upon their horses, their children, all the mingled people that's in the midst of her, man. Go ahead.
It says because they are many.
And that was already declared. So it was vain from the beginning to even trust in it. Come on.
And in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Yep. And now you starting to see it. Now it's just playing, it's manifesting. You see what I'm saying? That sword was always upon these horses. You see what I'm saying? Like the Tesla. That's a powerful, strong car. They self-drive themselves. Them shits crashing. The government been doing they pretty much did an investigation on them. Because the damn car, it detects things inaccurately. It thinks the sun and the sky is a stoplight. So it'll stop or go off the road. You see what I'm saying? And nigga in the back sleep, dead. It's been approximately, I believe, I'll say a hand count. Not even a whole hand though. Deaths caused from those cars, man. Why? Because the sword was upon them, man. You see that? That's one of the most powerful cars known to man right now. You got it, bro.
It says, "But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel."
See? Looking to Elon Musk, the serpent, those desirous things. Ryan Leslie had a song about that. He said, "F everything you used to, we on that new. You in them old schools, you ride Teslas while y'all stuck in old school," some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first people, one of the first Jakes pushing that car, man. This was like 2014. You know what I'm saying? Ones didn't even know what a Tesla was. Go ahead, bro.
It says, "Neither seek the Lord."
Yep.
Yet he also is wise and will bring evil.
And Ryan Leslie, another Jake, possibly at this very moment still, that turned his back on the Lord. His whole thought process on how he go about life is crazy. It's insane. You see what I'm saying? It's like completely abnormal to a Hebrew way of life. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And it's through all the desires and things that the so-called white man has put out here, like a certain sleeping cycle. He had sleep 3 hours, which is a certain, I forget what it's called. Used to be into this shit. But he got all that from Esau's desires to get more, and he's not sleeping to chase more of the desires Esau done sold him on. We on Teslas and all this other madness. Them shit's crashing now, man. Why? Because those was the horses that the Lord said a sword would be upon. And it was already declared, man. The ending was already declared, and now it's manifested. So all this shit just played out now, man. We ain't seen it all. It's happening. You know what I'm saying? You got it, bro.
It says, "Yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words.
Yep.
But will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity."
Come on.
Now the Egyptians are men.
Americans, come on.
And not God.
Woo. They want to be like God. They work for a man that want to be like God. Come on.
And their horses flesh and not spirit.
You try to get with these politicians that work for Esau, which all those people puppets. Because they laws is not even upheld due to them being blackmailed by the elites that control the country's money, man. They issue their money So that's why you see these people contradicting their own laws. Because they put a price on they're able to have a price put on their integrity by the top so-called white people, man, the elites, the hands in which the earth has been given into, man. And we've been seeing it, you know what I'm saying? All that vote shit done, man. This place, it ain't do nothing. Yeah, your vote never counted. I seen Carmelo got his podcast. He had Chris Paul, and he was talking about voting. Like, man, he's like, man, it's something, man. It's special. You know, it's I ain't think my vote counted or whatever. He's like, no, he's like, what would you tell our people about? He's like, man, you just gotta get, educated, because I ain't think my vote counted. Then somebody told me, like, they really try to stop our votes from not stop us from voting, to where they think just because of that, which is the simple belief in every word, just because of that is some shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't tell us to do that. Like, yeah, they want us to stop us from reading the Bible, but the Bible also tells you to prove all things. The Bible could have been some bullshit, man. You see what I'm saying? But we know about the Spirit and through the words that's written in this Bible, which is the prophecies, and that the fact that they plan out that this is real, man. And they were trying to keep us from this. And this is what you want to get into. You can't say that same thing with voting. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, brother.
Yeah. No, that was it. Just going on. I was going on to say the proof. The proof is clear. Prophecy, it goes on to happen. Everything we see, everything we read, and everything, we talking about, we watching it happen. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have any, we don't have a reason to have our mind stuck in, this. Mm-hmm. You got it, brother.
You got it.
This Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 3, it says, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and their horses flesh and not spirit.
Yeah, because the spirit is indeed willing, but the flesh is weak. See that? And they don't got the thing that's indeed willing. You see what I'm saying? That's about the will. The will is the only thing that's going to stand. That's why the spirit stands and the flesh doesn't. You see that? Which they don't have. That's why this place is not standing. That's why these people are not standing. They're not spiritual. Go ahead.
It says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand.
That's why Esau not going to stand. He's not spiritual, man. Go ahead.
When the Lord, Yahweh, shall stretch out his hand, both he that hopeth shall fall. And both he that hopeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down.
Yeah, desire is going into hope. That's for our eyes. They failed.
Exactly.
See? For our vain help. Because your vain help was what? Go ahead.
Yeah, look, and it says, and they all shall fail together.
See that? That's that, man. Now let's the scriptures talk about how the so-called white man weakens the nations. He weakens the nations by selling you weak stuff, man.
Exactly.
Getting you out of your damn, this man, he got ones out of their immortality, out of their ethnicity, out of their culture, out of their language, out of who they are. That's how he weakens the nations. Lord made these people who they are for a purpose. But now everybody want to be this one weak ass thing. So now when you need the whatever, you don't got it because they not being it. You see what I'm saying? They being Americans. You see what I'm saying? You need the wild man. They don't want to be it because now, you know what I'm saying? Because you imagine if Ishmael stopped being how they were. There won't be the Taliban shit wouldn't even just happen. They're over there executing people right now. They're going door to door executing people right now. Because their ways ain't right, probably, by the spirit. According to how they supposed to be. You got it, bro.
Got it.
They home.
Yep.
Three and four.
This Nahum chapter 3 and verse 4, it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts.
See that? Come on.
That selleth nations.
That what?
That selleth.
See? Who?
Nations.
Man.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Man.
And families.
See?
Through her witchcrafts.
See that? That's it. It's how they weaken the nations, man. Matter of fact, if you can get that in Proverbs 14, because it say what? It talk about a fool, because the whore is a woman. You see what I'm saying? Which is obviously what? A foolish woman. 14 and 1.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Ooh.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
See? That's it, man. That is it. That is it. And I want to get a scripture really quick. It says, damn, what is that? You can go ahead and read that again.
Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 1, it says, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
See that? Go ahead.
It says, he that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, so let me grab this real quick. And what you that obviously that's not this for. You see what I'm saying? She plucked it down her own house. Going back into Nahum 3, you can go ahead and bring that back up, and we're gonna close out, with a few quick scriptures.
Nahum chapter 3, verse 4, it says, because of the multitude of the because of the multitudes of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. It says, behold, I am against thee, said the Lord of hosts, and will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and will shew the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame.
Okay, Con. So I got something real quick. This is this is 2 Ezra 16 and 49. It says, I'm gonna actually start at 47. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith the Lord. And that's what America trying to do. They're trying to stay proud. Brother was mentioning that earlier. Like, they just need to see more, take away all aspects of comfortability, you see what I'm saying, or whatever, to where they can't be proud no more. But they ultimately not going to stop being proud to the day of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? Because the Lord said it's prophecy that these people are not going to be mindful of the scourges. You see what I'm saying? Everybody should be taking cover right now. Look what's happening. You see what I'm saying? But it's prophecy, all of it. Just showing you that's why the Lord's going to be able to bring the day of the Lord and the Savior back. Because these people will go that far. They're not going to pay mind to nothing. Niggas go to funerals after their homies get killed and don't change their life. You see what I'm saying? They go kill him. Nigga pull up to the funeral, kill him. You see what I'm saying? This is 2 Ezra 16, and this is the point, verse 49. Like as a whore, if you can read that verse one more time, that's like it. Nahum
chapter 3 and verse 4, it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms, of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
That's how the nation's been weakened. Come on.
And families,
Esau in America. Come on.
And families through her witchcrafts.
So this is and she weakened them by pretty much. Here it is. You got a pretty much a foolish woman trying to teach. You see what I'm saying? Trying to teach families. Because they say the woman guide the house. You see what I'm saying? But if the woman foolish, she gonna do what? She gonna pluck down the house. A wise woman builded the house. See? So America is teaching everybody, and it's not building all the families up. It's not guiding these houses. It's plucking them down because America, this is a foolish goddamn place. It's a confused place. It's the daughter of Babylon, the daughter of Babel. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. You see what I'm saying? They don't know what they need to put in position. It's a baby. Maybe you can be, a trend. That's this, man. But anyway, this 2 Ezra 16 and 49, it says, like as a whore envieth a righteous, honest, and virtuous woman. See that? she want to be like the right, a God we trust. That's like these damn Jake women that be, you know what I'm saying? God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? They see women that look like they holy, and then they get to asking them questions and stuff like that. That's the scripture playing out. Like that. Let me read it again. Like as a whore envieth a righteous and virtuous woman. And really that whore is talking about America, and that righteous woman is talking about the nation of Israel. You see what I'm saying? That's that. So basically, going back to Jeremiah 51, was it 51:9? Go ahead, closing this out. Close this out.
Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 9. It says, we would have healed Babylon. But she is not healed.
See? Don't say, man. That's that, man. Okay.
Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country.
You can't turn a whore into a housewife, man. This place played out, man. You can't do nothing with this place, in other words. It's done. You can't do nothing with it no more. Go ahead. When shit hit the fan. Go ahead.
It says, for her judgment reacheth into heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, this place is being destroyed beyond repair. And it will be destroyed beyond repair. This place is going to be in fire forever. It's going to be in smoke forever. All right? You're seeing the end of all things. And that's basically it. This place played out, man. The times waxing weaker and weaker. You can read that in 2 Ezra, the 4th chapter. This place is, the place that was appeared to be rooted. You're going to see suddenly up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing else. We just enduring to the end. You see what I'm saying? We're using this world, not abusing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it ain't nothing else to do, really. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you see a nigga like Floyd Mayweather buy 7 of the same cars. You know this y'all played out, man. They want to say, look, they trying to step it up, but it ain't working. Tesla self-driving car, that's a chariot. You're not getting that far, devil. So yeah, that's basically it. You got anything, bro?
It's a lot, that's it.
See, bro, got something on comment board. Yeah, bring that up. That Proverbs 23:5.
God.
Yep.
This not quite hasten the day. It says Proverbs 23:5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings.
Yeah, this place is not, man. This place is not really here. It's not. You can't be all invested in this place for real. You make sense. You can make investments to have your bag straight for the times. Everything you do should be to be on point for to get the hell out of here, man. To be aligned with salvation. That's it. Go ahead.
It says they fly away as an eagle toward heaven.
Yep. You don't give your mind over to heaviness. So you will do things that you can enjoy sometimes because you're not supposed to give your mind over to heaviness. But it's good to be in the house of mourning because there the mind is made better. So you need to be hard on yourself. You see what I'm saying? And shit, kick your ass. Fast, pray sometimes. It said, wise man smile at very little. You see what I'm saying?
Got one on there.
You got it?
Light of Israel. It says, this is Sirach 18:30. It says, go not after thy lust.
Yep.
But refrain thyself from thine appetites.
Yep. You got something you gonna say on that?
Yeah, it's just simply as the brother that was just before saying, we're not going after our lust. We go to get what we need. We use the world, we don't abuse it. You know what I'm saying? We refrain from those appetites that are going to destroy us, man.
That's right. You get that last one closed out on that. Jeremiah 49.
Yeah. All right. So this is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places."
Yeah, he can't say. It's played out now, devil. He ain't got nothing else for us. We just using this world till we get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's showing he ain't got nothing else for you. He ain't upgrading nothing. He's just like, if you want to be able to continue using this, what we have, you gotta get this. So you ain't got nothing else, man. You're done. Bring the chip and let's get this shit going, man. Go ahead, bro. So we can get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says that he shall not be able to hide himself.
See? That you ain't be able to hide when you're finished. You see that? So the end is manifest, man. Workers of the Lord have plain beginnings, and the end is manifest, man. I'll tell you that inside 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. All right? That's it.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren.
Yeah, his seed, everything that you sold, all the people you sold, they had their wits in. These jakes, the Lord killing them. You told them to get killed, and they get killed. But now where your millions go? Dummy, all your rappers dying. You stupid. Goddamn whole NBA team almost crashed in the air. The whole Utah Jazz they plane almost fell out of the sky. They never reported that, man. But we knew about that. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and his brethren.
Yep.
And his neighbors. And his neighbors.
Yep.
And he is not.
And he is not, man. So with that, close us out. Give our honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father, in the name of His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahakadash Shukah. Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, for the Holy Spirit. Lord, it's been edifying. Shalom to everybody that tuned in in truth and sincerity. Shalom.